In this video, we're going to determine the slope of a line from a graph. So guess how many different directions we can draw lines in? Go ahead, think about it, I'll wait. We can actually draw lines in 4 different directions. Thinking about lines as you go, like a book, from left to right. We can draw lines that go up, down, lines that are flat, or lines that fall. We kick up our language a little bit by using words like increase when a line goes up, decrease if a line goes down. We can say horizontal lines if they're flat, or vertical lines if they fall. But this video is about slope, so let's talk about slope. When lines go up, we say that it has a positive slope. If a line goes down, we say it has a negative slope. If a line is horizontal, we say it has 0 slope. And if it's vertical, no thanks, it's undefined slope. But when we talk about slope, we're usually talking about slope on a graph. So this purple line goes up. It has a positive slope. This green line goes down. It has a negative slope. This horizontal line has 0 slope, and this vertical line has undefined slope. So how do we even measure slope? First, we look for the points on the graph. Then we measure how much it rises between the points and how much it runs between the points. For example, in this first picture, we see that between the points, my line goes up 4 and runs over 6. So we can say that the movement of this line is a positive 4 because it goes up 4 and over 6. This line has a negative slope. I know it has a negative slope because instead of rising, it actually falls. It goes down. So I can say that the movement of this line, the slope of this line goes down 6 and then runs over 3. Now you'll notice that both of these fractions, because that's what slope is, it's a fraction, slope can be reduced. Like this one, I can say that this line has a slope of 2/3 if I reduce that fraction. And this line has a slope of -2 or -2/1 if I reduce this fraction. Remember, we measure slope on a graph. So this line rises 3 and runs 4 for a slope of positive 3/4. This line falls 2 and has a run of 3. Well, this line doesn't rise at all, so we'd have a 0 here. And it actually doesn't matter what number you use in the denominator. Because of this 0, we would say that this has a slope of 0. And here, this definitely rises or falls, but it doesn't run at all. So there's a 0 in the denominator. So when you calculate this, it's actually going to be undefined because there's no way to divide by 0. So in each of these cases, we talk about slope as being positive, negative, 0, or undefined. All right, let's practice a couple. Remember, find the points, measure the rise, measure the run. In this first example, I see the points. I can count that it goes up 1 and runs 2. So I can say that this goes up 1 over 2. This has a slope of positive 1/2. This one is falling, so it's definitely going to have a negative slope as long as I go from left to right. If I look between point to point, I see that it goes down 2 over 2. So this has a movement of down 2 over 2. I can reduce this to a -1 or leave it like that. In this example, ooh, let's see, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This goes down 8 and it moves over 5. So I could say that this has a slope of negative 8 over 5. And this line, I can see that it's also going down. This goes down 5 and then over 4. So this has a movement of negative 5/4. And that's how we measure slope. So it's your turn. If you go back to My MCPS Classroom or Google Drive, you'll see a worksheet with examples for you to try. So pause the video now, and when you've completed the problems and have your answers, go ahead and continue to see my solution. But pause the video now and try some. So in this first question, you'll see that, well, it's a horizontal line. So this has 0 slope. Or you could just say 0. This line here goes down 4, moves 2, so negative 4 over 2. If you reduce that, is negative 2. Well, this line's definitely going up. This line goes up 4 over 1 for a slope of 4. Woo! And this line is vertical, so it has an undefined slope. Okay, this line goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This goes up 8 and then over 3, so 8/3. And this line is going down, so down 3 over 2, has a slope of negative 3/2. This line goes up 4 over 3 for a slope of 4/3. And this line is falling, it's decreasing down 5 over 3, down 5 over 3. And that's how we calculate movement. That's how we calculate our slope. Remember, slope can be positive or negative. It could be 0 slope or undefined slope. It all depends on whether or not it's vertical or horizontal, increasing or decreasing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate your time. Your next move is to go back to My MCPS Classroom and check out the next activity. And if you still don't get it, you can totally Google the word slope or go to Khan Academy and Google slope. Thanks for watching.